And I'm Lori.
So Lori, what are we talking about today?
Okay, so this morning I put on a pair of mom jeans.
Yeah.
And, it didn't go so well.
No. I've sent back every pair
I
ordered.
I had a box that went back this morning too. Yeah, so, I thought, well, maybe if these were up here, there was a lot of things. So I think we've got to, embracing where we are with our bodies is a big deal. And I think we have to, and making the decision to maybe make some changes is a big deal. So I really think today I want to talk about just body contouring or bodies in general and how we're all made differently. And we can accept the changes or we can tweak a few things. I do think there's a lot of new technology. So let's talk about body contouring today.
I like that idea.
Okay.
I had Coolsculpting recently.
And
I know that's part of body contouring.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm very excited about it. I know that it's not a one and done, and I know it's not like something you see immediate result.
Right.
But I'm very excited about what is happening.
Yeah, so Coolsculpting has been around for a long time. Millions of treatments done. So last spring we got the newest technology, which is Coolsculpting Elite, which is the newer, faster, more treatable area, better results. And did you find that it was comfortable and it was easy? And
yes.
Okay.
The one thing that I was told, Chrissy told me this. She said you've got to eat something before you get it done.
Oh yeah, right.
And she fed me an apple, which I was
Right.
so grateful for because I ate the whole apple.
Okay, well good.
And it was a piece of cake after that.
Right. Technology's changed so much in 25 years. We're celebrating our 25th anniversary, which is a really big deal.
Love that.
I know.
That's great.
It is. So, we've had body contouring technology for 25 years, but there's so much new things. There's even newer things on the horizon that we're looking forward to in the next year or two. But so we can, freeze fat. And once it's gone permanently with Coolsculpting, which is really kind of cool. And, it's not weight loss, it's really fat reduction. So, we want somebody to be somewhat within the body shape that they want. So it's, you can't take somebody that's a size 16 and make them a size 2.
No.
It's not a surgical procedure. It's, it's non-surgical, but it does amazing things.
Well, I have to tell you, what really encouraged me to do it was my daughter Leslie had it done. And she, it's been a while since she had that done. And probably, I'm trying to think, maybe 2017.
Okay.
Because her son was born in 2012, my grandson.
Yeah.
And she had, it was a genetic thing.
Sure.
These pockets
that
are right back, like little extra hips or something.
Done. Yeah.
They went away.
They go away.
They never come back.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you're born
looking at her.
You're born with so many fat cells.
Yes. You
don't gain and lose fat cells. The fat cells, they fill up with fat and you lose the fat out of them. So whether you do liposuction with surgery or you do Coolsculpting, which freezes the external shell of the fat cell and it dies and your body naturally absorbs all of the fat or it goes away. And that's permanent. So in the areas it's treated, those fat cells that are treated are gone for good. So that's why Leslie's fat never
has never come back. I think that's amazing and remarkable.
So, and I think there's a kind of a twofold part. There's the muscle structure and the kind of, we call that the mattress, and then the fat's on top of it. So we can not only treat or eliminate the fat.
I had a fluffy mattress.
It's a fluffy mattress. You got that.
I had a fluffy mattress.
You got the pillow top. you got the pillow top.
Well, I had the pillow top mattress. But we're working on reducing my pillow top to that flat, hard mattress.
Now that you brought that up, let's talk about Emsculpt. Emsculpt is the device that we have that actually stimulates the muscle to get stronger. So I personally, that's my favorite thing in the building. And I had lower back problems. It's really from just sitting all the time, my job. And so I think your core is your life.
It is.
It's, no matter your age, but especially once you get in our age range and older, from doing something simple like bending over and picking something up, to golfing, to gardening, to picking up your grandchildren, whatever.
Just walking.
Getting in and out of a car, anything you do like that, your core is so it's so important. And I was finding that my core was getting weak. We've talked multiple times that I don't do the gym very well. So I was getting weak. And so that has changed my life completely because Emsculpt is like doing 20,000 crunches in 35 minutes. They're called super maximal contractions. It's amazing.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's
and
so
sometimes
amazing.
you've been told your whole life if something's too good to be true, then it usually is not in the case of Emsculpt.
I've got to do the Emsculpt.
You do have to do it. And it
That's
works
one thing I
great
haven't done. I need
in
to try that.
conjunction with Coolsculpting. So you're going to get rid of the fat, get down to the muscle layer. And then the other technology that we have that we've actually run our 3rd or 4th generation of this as well, which is vShape, which is radio frequency, and it does have some ultrasound technology that can actually get rid of the last little bit of fat inside a cell. Does a beautiful job at tightening skin and treating cellulite.
That is so amazing.
We're calling this now our 25th anniversary trio. And if you do those things in conjunction, the results are outstanding. It's sort of like if you did a haircut and probably 3 different things, you know, a color and a condition or whatever. It's you get a better result. Same thing. So you do Coolsculpting, you can do some Emsculpt, and this vShape with this radio frequency, and the results are outstanding.
You know, when you said the trio, I was thinking, you know, I think the big trio for us in the salon is you get your color, you get your cut, then you have to take home the right maintenance to maintain it. And I think all of us have that, you know, that magic 3, the magic of 3.
The magic of 3. And I think over the last 25 years, and so I mean, we've done thousands and thousands and thousands of successful body contouring treatments, and we now know the protocols and the formulas and things that someone that's just starting wouldn't have that knowledge.
Absolutely.
And so we do know that when you combine these 3 in a certain protocol, the results are outstanding.
Isn't that fantastic? I love that idea.
Yeah. Well, and you know, when we're looking at what's coming next and to add to the clinic or add to the technology that we have now, and it's fun to see what's coming next for the bodies, and that's still kind of the rage. As much as people love Botox and fillers, it still seems to be that everybody's really honed in on the body.
If we think about that, you know, I'm thinking about it as from a marketing standpoint, we still have a huge number of baby boomers.
Oh yeah.
Which, darn it, I didn't want to fall in that category because I really thought I was like, I'm such a Gen Xer, but I'm not. I fall in the very bottom rung of the baby boomers.
I hate to tell you, but I'm not a baby boomer. I missed about a year.
I know.
Darn you! You know what? If you hadn't,
you're skinny and you're an Xer.
I don't know. But hey, but we're all getting old together, right?
Yes,
so,
we are.
But you know what? We've got to embrace it, and we have to do what we can, whether that's maintaining our hair or our bodies. And you know the thing I think that is so bizarre, because I've had this really wild curly hair my whole life, and everybody wants my curly wild hair, and I'm like, no, I want straight hair. Well, anybody that has straight hair says, oh, no, I want.
Yes.
Same thing with bodies. There's so many body shapes and so many body types, and I think it's just doing what you can with your body type. We don't all want to go back and look like we did when we were 20. We wish we could.
I wish I could.
I know, but I mean, in reality, we can't. But we can certainly.
I'll take 40. Just give me 20 years.
Just
give it to me.
Get yours, baby. I just gave it to you. Okay, so we've talked about a lot today.
Yes,
but I do think that, in all seriousness, we can do a lot to make a woman feel more confident.
Absolutely, and feel so much better about themselves from head to toe.
From head to toe, and it's a big decision when you take the decision to make any kind of change. And I can tell you that in the Cosmetic Laser Center, it's the no judgment zone. You know, we're not all tall, beautiful, skinny models. We've all got different body types and different body shapes, and you know, we embrace everybody and how they are. So
we're the same. It doesn't matter.
Right.
We just want to make sure that we're able to help you create the results you want.
Sure.
Whether it's with your hair, especially with your hair.
Yeah. Well, and everybody has something different. You know, we think that we look at somebody and go, oh, that's what they want. Absolutely not. Everybody has different desires of their outcome. So we're just here to help whatever you need.
I know.
And I'm going to knock that wine over.
Well, I think you should drink it.
I'm going to
drink it. Don't knock it over.
But thank y'all for joining us today on Mirror Mirror. We look forward to seeing you next week.